Well, Georgia fans, it's time to pass the torch. It is time to pass the torch. From the number 3, from the great all-time Gurley to now Zeus. It is time to pass on the number 3. It is time to pass on the number 3 to Zamir the Zeus White. That's going to be an easy name to remember, folks. Zeus. Zeus is at the 45. Zeus is at the 50. Zeus is at the 45. Zeus is at the 40. Zeus is at the 35. Zeus is at the 30. Zeus is gone. You won't catch him down the sideline. He goes. Well, folks, we had a great big commitment today. One of the greatest of all time. In this 2018 class, when everybody says we're struggling, which we're not, but everybody says we're struggling. So, you know, it is what it is. Let me adjust my GoPro. It is what it is. Clemson, you got trolled by the steering wheel cover. Alabama, you thought you had them locked up, as y'all always do. Well, this time I wasn't disappointed. Before, I've been disappointed when it comes down to big time commits like this, who are center stage, who's the only one committing on that day. Demetrius Robinson went to Cal. Aubrey Solomon went to Dunkfuck, Michigan, where he wants to have spend the night parties with Jim Harbaugh every night of the week. I don't know why he went there. He could have came here to Georgia and started on the defensive line. Excuse me. Just drank a beer. Well, let's get this thing started. Auburn, y'all went out. Y'all recruited a Baylor has-been quarterback playing for the Big 12, not the SEC, not a high school kid who y'all can mold the team around, but a fifth-year senior transfer. You saw how that worked out for Georgia last year with Catalina. Really, a bust. Catalina was a big-time bust. So I'm just guessing this Baylor quarterback is supposed to be y'all's saving grace. He hasn't even played it down in SEC football yet, where the big boys play. Big 12's a pussy league. Really? Oklahoma and Texas. Ooh. We're shaking in our boots down here in the SEC. Auburn, you will go 8-5. Gus Malzahn will be fired. Or Gene Chisnick, whoever the hell y'all's coach is right now. Tennessee. What's your quarterback status look like? A 2-star? A 3-star? Possibly a 4-star. Oh, wait a minute. He's not even out of elementary school yet. That's where your quarterback's going to be. Coming straight from elementary school to play high school, to play college ball. Y'all got to excuse me. I just got off a long day at work. But, Zeus, let's get back to Georgia. Forget all these buster-ass schools who's recruiting Notre Dame football players like Florida. Florida recruited a Notre Dame player. Transfer. Supposed to be their next biggest thing. Auburn, you know what you done. You done screwed the pooch again. Alabama, they're on to what's his name? Hurd or Jalen Hurd. They're on to him this year. So SEC teams are going to shut him down. Oh, by the way, y'all open with Florida State. Just let's get that through y'all's head. Florida State, Clemson, the two juggernauts of the ACC right now. Let's get back to some Zamir White stats today, because it's all about Zamir Day. Zamir Zeus White. Let that sink in to all y'all's bandwagon fans, Auburn fans, Alabama fans, Clemson fans, Florida fans, Vanderbilt fans, any other kind of fans in the SEC you can think of. That's 3 straight years. Gurley, Chubb, Keith Marshall, Sony Michel, Swift, and now Zeus. We're about to really start getting this ball rolling with our running back U. Miami, you used to be the running back U. Now it's back to UGA and the running back U. So let's get back to some of Zeus's stats. My little boy just walked in the room. That's why I put my finger up, because I'm making a video. Let's get back to some of Zeus's stats. Zeus runs a 10.50 or 10.6, either way you want to look at it. That's what he runs in 100 meters. He went through 3 paracletes a season. He's a beast. He's 6'1", 225 pounds. He's a beast. He's another Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb. What can you say about that? Another Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb. What else is there to say about Zeus? He's from North Carolina, same place as Gurley was from, same place Keith Marshall was from. Nick Marshall was supposed to be a Georgia boy, but he bailed ship and went to Auburn, thinking he was the next Cam Newton. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Zeus, welcome aboard the Georgia train. Hope you have a great career here at Georgia. I'm sure you will. There's many of y'all to follow, and there's many of legends for you to follow, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. Oh, and by the way, we possibly can get the #1 and #2 offensive linemen in the nation. We already know we're getting one #1. We already know we're getting a hell of a quarterback. Either y'all know who they are. I ain't gotta tell y'all. But I like what Jeff Santel said today. We are building Georgia's recruiting has changed since Kirby Smart, Sam Pittman's got on board. Our recruiting has changed. Now we're building in from the inside out. That goes offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, cornerbacks. That's how we're building our team now. So if y'all want some of this, come get some. If y'all want to jump on board the Georgia train this year, come on. I know we're welcoming some Alabama bandwagon fans who live in the state of Georgia, which totally pisses me off. How can you live in a state and root for another team? That's all I want to know. How can you root for a cross-state team right next to each other? How can you do that and live in Georgia, knowing Georgia's fixing to be the next dynasty team? Since we've got now a hell of a coach, not a praying coach. I'm sure Kirby Smart prays and everything, but rings is what Kirby's after. He wants those rings. He wants those rings. That's all I'm saying. He needs those. He wants those rings. He needs those rings. We want those rings. We need those rings. We need the SEC East to win this year, and then we go on to the SEC Championship. Maybe we win this year, maybe we don't. But we got two great running backs coming back, and Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. Got 2 backups at Harrion, Swift, and possibly Holyfield. If Holyfield can keep his act together. Say hey, Shane.
Hi.
Say go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Who do you hate worst?
Get us.
There you go. Say hey, Kaylin.
Hi.
You see my little girl? There she is. Let me move my beer bottle. These two, this boy right here is gonna be the future of Georgia football. He's only 6 years old and already raised 70 freaking pounds. He's the next Richard Samuel or Rennie Kern right here. But he's white. AJ Hawk. Right there. That's my boy. Alright, well, I'm out for now. I gotta go spend time with the family, so I'll holler at y'all later on.